So I've been on YouTube now for over 13 years, and I thought today it would be fun to look back on some of my old videos, and also slightly traumatic. It's something I don't like to do. I haven't done it for a very long time. It makes me cringe inside. But let's go through this experience together. And actually yesterday, I completely forgot. I found an even older channel, which was like my original channel before I transferred a few of those videos onto my newer channel. And I've literally just logged back into it for the first time ever in however many years. So I'm going to go into my YouTube studio. This is my very old account. And look at this. I haven't even been on here before because YouTube Studio probably didn't even exist. I have 0 subscribers and a few views and some dislikes. Woohoo! So let's just take a quick look at my very first video. It's only 2 minutes long. Not bad.
Hello, this is iRoscoe86. This is kind of my first YouTube video, just starting out. Trying to come up with some ideas of something decent to post.
You can hear how nervous I am here. And I can also tell that I'm really terrible here because I'm talking about, this is my first video. I need to come up with some ideas. I'm making a video about the process. It's like, no, you should be having these thoughts off camera. And can I just say as well, when I used to have my hair like this, and actually even recently now I've had my hair cut, somebody said to me on this YouTube channel that I'm on now, the amount of comments I've had in the past 13 years where people say, you look like Justin Bieber. It's like, Justin Bieber's pretty hot. Like, he's a good looking guy. So it's like, if that's the best insult people can come up with, comparing me to Justin Bieber, I don't mind. Honestly, don't mind.
I kind of used to do it years ago on YouTube. I had a few videos on and then I had to stop for various reasons. I used to do reviews of adverts. Oh, they were the days.
I don't remember this at all.
So I'm just...
I remember uploading a video to YouTube when YouTube first started, and I kind of panicked and freaked out and deleted it a couple of days afterwards because it got a couple of hundred views, and I was like, oh my god, people are going to see this at work and my life will be over. I don't know why I was bothered. Things were very different back then.
I was kind of thinking, oh, what can my first video be? Can it be something funny? Can it be something musical? Or some kind of review thing like everyone else seems to do? Which, whenever I go onto YouTube, I always look for things like reviews of phones or stuff like that. Because I just got an iPad 2 not so long back. That's what I'm filming off now. So I was going to do a review of that. But I just thought, well, because I've spent that long, spent about 3 days trying to come up with a username, and every single one I chose.
My memory of myself as a younger person is I was very high-pitched. I don't know where I got this deep voice from back here. But it sounds really good. My voice sounds terrible now. The voice there, I was like, whoa, that sounds pretty good.
It's taken.
Must have been all that testosterone.
I wanted to be... Because my name's Ross, by the way.
My name's Ross.
I wanted to be Ross and Roll. Like rock and roll. And then I tried
Ross and Roll
with it. And it's like, no. And then I was going to be Ross Reviews, because, like I say, it was going to be some kind of doing reviews and stuff, but I thought that's probably going to limit me because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet.
Still not
anyway,
13 years later, Ross.
So just let me know what you guys think. If you've got any ideas, suggestions, let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. Oh, look at that. Yeah, what is that black thing?
This iPad's going back.
I was using an iPad there. Isn't that crazy? So I moved on from that video, which was on June 15th, 2011, to this viral sensation, impressions and voiceovers.
Hi, this is iRoscoe86. Thought I'd do something a little bit different and do some impressions. Some good.
Bit of editing there, I think.
Good. I've already done them, and let's just say, for some reason, my Billy Connolly turned out to be quite camp. Enjoy.
I will just say a lot of these impressions are UK-based people, so we'll probably skip over
Coming
this.
Up next on BBC One. Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Well. Gee, Lois.
Rosie, Sophie, you forgot to lock the garage.
I say I do not repeat myself. I say I do not repeat myself.
As I say, these are British.
The other day when I was walking down the street, a man came up to me and said, "Oh my God, you look like Billy Connolly." I said, "Hey," I said,
"Oh."
Welcome to
Parkinson, classic.
You know, in a world where tomorrow is just another day.
That is pretty impressive, to be fair.
Fights for the right to drink Coke.
Oh, I used to drink full fat Coke
There
back
you
then,
go.
you know.
Hope you enjoy.
Coke's
It's
hero all
just
the
for a
way
bit of
these
fun,
days.
Bit of a laugh, bit of a joke.
Oh, look how smiley I was.
Bye.
Oh, so fake. So fake, crying on the inside. And the next one is an absolute classic, which is a recording I did. I don't know what I was doing here. Look at this cup of coffee in the frame.
This is just a quick video.
How much has changed?
My little song, it's only a minute long. It's just a tune with some lyrics. Just
Little
show you how
song.
easy it is to
Oh,
use
this is going to be awful.
GarageBand, or GarageBand if you're in the UK, on the iPad too. I was going to do a walkthrough after showing you my song, but after spending about half an hour
It
recording,
was so slim back
not
then.
even scratching the surface, I thought it'd probably be easier just to show you a few tips and tricks. So that'll
Tips
be in
and
the next
tricks.
video.
Great for
Some
views on
features you don't know that are
YouTube.com.
available, on GarageBand. It's just to show you how easy it is to make music. Like, I'm not a musician and I managed to make this little piece of music. I can't play any instruments. I own a guitar which is over there.
I own a guitar, never learned to play that guitar, bought a guitar.
Listen,
I
hope
just
you enjoy.
give up like
Next
everything
video,
else in
tips
life.
and tricks, things you might
Hurt
not
your
know
fingers playing the
on
guitar, you know.
GarageBand, on the iPad too. Here we go.
Oh, I remember this. This is going to be bad. What was I doing? It's quite emotional, actually. Probably get copyright strike now.
Living alone is all that I have now. Sorrow and pain are calling me out. Thinking of you and thinking of me. Living alone is all that I can be. Dream of the days you walk me home. Now
Actually getting quite emotional listening to this. I remember doing this. It's really good, actually. Could have been a number one. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that, I didn't even come back on the video, I just left my iPad playing there. Oh, I've got to switch it off. Very high tech. So I think at this point on the channel, oh, I did come back. What I did next was I thought, I don't like the name iRoscoe86, thought it was terrible. So I had to go on a journey of thinking, do you know what? I wish to come up with a better YouTube name. I was like, I love Doctor Who. My name's Ross. So let's go for Roster Who. And we're going to look at that channel now and see what we can find. Like I say, this is traumatic, but actually watching them videos kind of made me feel good, but I don't think this next one will. So this channel got, I think it hovered around about 5,000 subscribers. I had this channel for a good amount of time, obviously lost subscribers, and I've lost a lot of subscribers from closed accounts and those kinds of things, but it did do quite well. On this channel I posted about 330 videos. I'm actually getting anxiety now. So as you can see here, back in June the same year, 2011, I uploaded these again to this channel and they actually got quite a lot of views. I'm not sure if that's over time. I'd like to say as well, the way I was back then, being younger and you don't care, I think has something to do with it. But also I was a lot more hyperactive because YouTube is kind of a new thing. And I think I was trying to be a presenter rather than just being myself. So it's very over the top. Hello YouTube, it's me, Roster Who. Just a quick update. I went for a job interview on Monday. Look at that editing skills there. I don't know what I was doing. Which failed. I was in such a good mood. Here's me going to the job interview. I'm just on my way to a job interview. I have no idea either what job interview it was. I probably didn't get it. I Cannot remember. I think this next video is the first time I ventured into the world of vlogging, which is interesting.
YouTube. Hi.
Just going to skip through it because, my God, it's boring.
Hi. Look at me. I'm down on the beach. Here's a quick preview of the beach. There's the sea. It's hard to see the sea.
I wouldn't fit in that shirt now.
It's kind of awkward making a video on the beach, but I thought I'd do one outside for a change.
I'll just say as well, my microphone sounds absolutely horrendous there.
Hello YouTube, it's me, Ross the Who. This is just a really short video. I've got a bit of a challenge out there if anybody's willing to accept it.
So here I make a video which is, I've got a bit of a challenge. I want someone to design my YouTube channel page. I probably had 0 subscribers at this point, but I was basically trying to get people to work for free, which, you know, a lot of people on YouTube still do this kind of thing. We'll fast forward to September, so this is only a few months after I started.
Shit in hell.
Oh, swearing on YouTube. Oh yeah, I had an introduction. So get this, I actually had my own introduction. Whatever happened to YouTube introductions? We don't do them anymore. But this one is beautiful.
It is me, I'm Ross the Who. You're here for me, and I'm here for you. So here we go.
Very good. It is me, I'm Ross the Who. You're here for me, and I'm here for you. Absolutely beautiful. What I used to do as well, that I've just remembered, is I used to make songs up. So I think this is exactly what this is.
You need to sing this song. Cappuccino, cappuccino, please taste good. Cappuccino, cappuccino, don't taste bad. Cappuccino, cappuccino, cup. Cappuccino, cappuccino, cat. Meow.
Ha, still got that cat, you know.
Obviously, that just helps. A bit of magic in the air. Just had to...
Oh dear. Oh dear. So, moving on to October 2011, I think this is the first parody I do, and actually it's quite good. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for this.
On roster who? There's this. I'm thinking of having a couple of inches chopped off because it's getting quite long. And a shocking revelation. To be honest with you, the channel was shit. You?
I don't know what's going on in there. Okay, it's not actually the video that I thought it was. Okay, that's quite cringe. Oh, he is a good one. He is a good one. So this video is me doing a bit of a sketch, and it's something people don't really do sketches anymore on YouTube, but I used to have a bit of fun doing them.
Oh, I love being on YouTube. It's so much fun. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I think I'll just check my videos and see what's happening. Oh my god! 117 likes, 1 dislike. That must mean everybody hates me. Somebody's gone through my videos and pressed dislike. That's it. I'm leaving YouTube, I'll have to. Somebody's disliked my videos, what am I gonna do? Oh my god! Somebody's disliked one of my videos.
And actually this video got a lot of dislikes, probably because the rule on YouTube was, not that it matters anymore because they've removed the dislike button, being able to see your dislikes, but I made this video, I think got a lot of dislikes because people are like, oh, he's talking about dislikes. That reminds me I should dislike this video.
What am I gonna do?
I think I'm going to say something powerful towards the camera at the end, so just watch that bit. Okay, Ross, get on with it.
Is that the reaction you wanted? Because you're just not going to get it. Over 1,000 subscribers love me! Woohoo! Like, comment, subscribe!
Oh, so I had over 1,000 subscribers there. It's so cringe that I did that because it's really in your face and a bit like, you shouldn't really do that. I mean, just ignore dislikes and things, we all get them, just better to ignore them. Okay, I have no idea what this is. It's Claire the chair. I remember it vaguely, but I think it's going to be terrible. It looks like there's a wig on the chair there with some paper, and I've made a face. This is Claire the chair.
Hello, I'm Claire the chair, and I couldn't care less if you don't like my hair. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I thought I would talk about the new YouTube layout because seeing as everybody else is talking about it, I might as well put my 2 pennies worth.
Oh yeah, so even all the way back then in 2011, people were complaining about YouTube, and I literally made this video to complain about the new YouTube layout. I think what happened was, and they really did stick with this, on YouTube you used to have quite big thumbnails on the homepage, and then they made them tiny, like tiny, tiny, tiny.
And if you click the pin, it'll pin me to your homepage. So every time you go to the homepage, you'll get to see my lovely face right at the very top.
Look a bit like Myra Hindley there. I don't know what was going on with that hair. The only reason I kept my hair long, because everyone kept telling me to get my hair cut. I was like, I'm not going to cut it. If you tell me to get my hair cut, that means I want to piss people off enough that I'm going to just grow my hair until it's down to my bum. Now, the next one, I remember showing this when I went to college. I was like, oh yeah, I can make short films. I do YouTube. I made this short film called Earthfall. I think it was just an excuse for me to do my Morgan Freeman impression. It's not very good. I can't do it now. But yeah, I made a short film. It's only 1 minute and 35 seconds long. Let's watch it together. Oh, there's music in it.
Today was a day like no other to which I had experienced. This was the day I knew the end was near and time seemed to flash before my eyes. The world and places began to fall apart. People I knew slowly began to vanish. The earth started to decay and ever.
Got me out socks on.
For it is me. I was Roster Who.
So I think the idea behind this film, this little short film, was it's the end of the world. He dies, but he leaves a note at the end of the world goes back in time, and then I read that note and I'm like, no! Crazy, eh? So I'm just back from a quick trip to the loo. Let's carry on. I've left it exactly where we were, so let's just get right back into it. Okay, where were we?
Hi YouTube, I just wanted to bring you out in the snow.
So back in the good old days, I used to do a lot of videos outside. It's what I called vlogging, and obviously anyone who's came after me, Casey Neistat, all these big famous YouTubers, technically owe me a cut of the money because I was the original. Well, I wasn't quite the original, but I like to think of myself as that. So here I went out in the snow. Look at this. Don't we miss when it snows? This video went viral. YouTube posted it on the homepage because I entered a competition that YouTube ran where if you hashtagged a video, something like Awesome 2012, they picked 3 creators it was, and I was one of them. They put me on the homepage and it blew my channel up, but unfortunately what came with it was a lot of hate because people go on YouTube to see what they want to see, and YouTube is kind of shoving me in people's faces. This video is also terrible. This video got 251 likes and 399 dislikes. I don't really blame people. As I say, it was a competition YouTube ran. I entered it. They decided, and oh, imagine this appearing on your homepage. You come to YouTube for whatever you come to YouTube for, and then my video is at the top of your page, and this is what you see. Oh, my face is going red because it's just really bad. I mean, I was quite pleased with the video, but I didn't really think what I was doing. What was I thinking? Don't enter competitions to get your video. Don't buy views. Don't get involved doing collaborations that aren't going to be a match to your channel, because really you don't want your videos to be seen by people that aren't going to like your videos. That's why it's best sometimes, although it's hard, to trust YouTube, to let the algorithm do the job and let the people who already watch similar videos find your video. Oh.
And it's time for a New Year's resolution. It's time for a New Year's resolution. Oh, I don't know if anyone else used to say that when they were younger. Oh,
I can't watch this one, but it was interesting. It got 175,000 views, which to me was massive. I think at the time I had about 1,000 subscribers. I'd only been on YouTube, well, for less than a year. And then this shot me up and I only gained 56 subscribers and 176,000 views. I can see why people didn't really enjoy that video. I honestly can. As I say, I look back now and I think, oh, that's kind of fake and really in your face, but it's not the point. You should just be whoever you want to be. Just stay within your little zone on YouTube. Don't get pushed out where you shouldn't belong.
Since the last review update, my view count's been going very slow, but I assume that's because they're just checking that it's not like fraud and stuff. But it's quite exciting stuff really. So just thought I'd welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's come over. You won't regret it, I promise.
Yeah. So I made a video afterwards saying how pleased I was, but I think secretly inside I was actually crying. Again, here's another classic shit people say on YouTube.
Hello YouTube, it is I, Roster here, and welcome to Shit People Say on YouTube. I find this video hard to masturbate to. The like bar looks like Justin Bieber's penis. 3,000 likes, 200 dislikes, only 300 views. YouTube fail. 301 views, 301 views, 301 views, 301 views, 301 views, 301 views, 301 views. This video is fake. 5 people tried to click like and missed. This is gay. Thumbs up if you're watching this in 2012. Fail. Thumbs up. FTW for the win. First.
People still say
Like
first.
like a lightsaber. 1,000 thumbs up, please. You look like Justin Bieber. I logged in just to dislike this video. Thumbs up if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like this video. Thumbs up if you like this video.
Oh, here's another classic I did. It's called Google It.
Is this birthday or death? I'm not sure.
Google it.
How long does it take to boil an egg?
Google it.
Google it. Google it. I don't suppose you know the way to the bank, do you? Google it. I wonder what the weather will be like.
Yeah, we can't watch it. It's too much. It's too stressful. This will be interesting.
YouTube, it is
Things that inspire me. I wonder if I've changed over the years.
It is me.
Updated intro. You're here for me, and I'm here for you.
Probably say that the biggest thing is being here talking to you on YouTube. It was something that I started like 7 months ago, and it's been like the best thing I've ever done. Never really had a hobby or anything like that, but
So good, I ended up quitting.
doing it, I've met some really great people. I've learned new skills, gained a bit more confidence. I'm constantly discovering things about myself I didn't know through doing videos, because you find when you say things out loud to yourself, you suddenly think, well, I didn't even know that about me. So it's really interesting. And of course, not to forget my wonderful subscribers and viewers, you, because without you...
That must have been hurting my face because I'm not someone who smiles a lot. So to see me smiling so much, I'm like, what is going on there? Let's just skip this video. Now, did you know that hello can be said in
There are
many different ways to say hello?
And here are just a few.
Here's just a few.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, hello? 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 Hello?
I used to be so original. Now this one's interesting. We won't bother watching it, but I took a trip to London and ended up going to Channel 4, and I'd only been on YouTube at this point. Less than a year, I think. And that's something people don't understand about YouTube. Even if you don't make it, you're not a famous YouTuber. You're not someone who's getting a lot of views, a lot of likes, subscribers, those kinds of things. Opportunities do come your way. Obviously, you have to be aware of scams. But this was an event I went to in London for Channel 4, and it was really interesting. It was kind of scary as well. It's the first time I ever went to London, which I never would have done if it hadn't been for YouTube. Now, here's an interesting one, and I became a YouTube partner.
It's a Canon.
Actually, in this video, before I get to the point, which was me becoming a YouTube partner, I talk about getting a new camera. Now, this is the part of my YouTube journey that went from, I used to love making YouTube videos. The worst thing I ever did, it took me a long time to learn how to use it, was getting a DSLR. This is why I'd say to people when they first start YouTube, just start with your mobile phone, because the minute you get a camera with a lens on it, you're going to need lighting, you're going to need a microphone, you're going to need a lot of time to learn how to use the camera to make it look good. You don't just press record and it turns out nice like this. It takes a long time to learn how to use it, going through hours and hours of videos, learning. Just causes a lot of stress. That's why people say just use your phone at the beginning because it's much easier. At this point, I was happy. I was a happy YouTuber, but then I became miserable because I was learning how to use my camera. And that's just something that came to me there. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this moment. I used to use a little Flip Go camera, I think they were called. It was so easy to use. Point and shoot, press record, and then the little USB flipped out of it and you plugged it into your computer and it was as easy as that. One thing I will say watching my videos back is I definitely felt less pressure then. Like, I'm making this video now and a few of the others that we've watched, and I was just like, I had an idea and I made that video. Here I am talking about my camera, becoming a YouTube partner and those kinds of things. And that's maybe something, I mean, I won't quite go as far as the videos there, but it's something I definitely need to get back into, which is like, instead of overthinking making videos, it's just actually making a video and seeing what happens.
Oh, love you those.
Anyway, I can't be bothered watching it, but I became a YouTube partner. Now this one could be interesting. It's called My YouTube Story, and this was my 100th video at this point. So I'd only been on YouTube at this point for 8 months. I had done 100 videos, but obviously videos then were a lot easier to make. I didn't really do any editing. Like I say, it's something I'd like to get back into, trying to just stop overthinking and just make more content.
Anyway, yeah, so I started way back in July, the end of July. I originally started, I got an iPad 2 and it had a camera on and you could upload directly to YouTube. So I thought, well, I'm going to give this a go. I was feeling a bit down and, you know, down in the dumps. I've got nothing to do. I've never really had any hobbies or anything, so I thought I'm going to give that a go. People like, do it again. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. So I kind of stopped doing impressions, and then I thought, well, I did. I had some...
So what I'm talking about there is, when I was younger, I loved doing impressions. I like doing impressions. I still do enjoy doing impressions. But I was quite a shy child. I mean, people maybe wouldn't say that, but I think I was quite shy. And if you do impressions, first thing people say is, do the impression that you do. And I always found it awkward. And I think when I came onto YouTube originally, I was like, oh, I'm going to do impressions. But I did them once and I was like, oh, I'm never doing that again.
The longer I was on YouTube, people were like, oh, you're funny, or people seemed to like me, so I felt
Used to say I was funny.
Stupid. So that's basically what I did. Yeah, I just came on and acted crazy, and people seemed to like that. So, I mean, there's so many things have changed as well since I joined YouTube. Like, when I joined YouTube 7 months ago, there was none of this, you know, really small thumbnails where, like, I'm a new thumbnail on the new YouTube homepage, do you like what you see? So that's quite annoying, but we'll talk about that in another video.
Yeah. Okay, so I was so angry that YouTube updated. What they did, YouTube updated the homepage. Used to have fairly big thumbnails on the homepage. They made them tiny and they pretty much stuck with this. Although they are a little bit bigger now, but the thumbnails were tiny. I was like, what is the point of this?
We spent many years trialling this at Cosmic Panda, and we gathered years worth of feedback.
Cosmic Panda doesn't exist anymore, but it used to be where YouTube would test beta features, and then if they were successful, they would implement them.
Our latest brainwave is the small thumbnails. Now what this allows you to do is not see who's actually posted the video. Now the problem we found here at YouTube was a lot of people...
This isn't an exaggeration either. This is how the YouTube thumbnails were for a point in time. You had the title and then you had a tiny little thumbnail.
We got Simon in the office to go through the YouTube homepage with the new design.
Oh, now I know what's coming here. Imagine doing this now.
They're watching. Let's talk to him now and see what he had to say. I'm Simon, and I'd just like to say that the new YouTube homepage in no way, shape or form will strain your eyes. Thank you for watching YouTube. Good luck.
Anyway, not much has changed on YouTube, isn't it? They change things all the time. Here's another one. Don't I look good? This was when I decided to go to college, and again, when I eventually went to college, that caused me to post less videos. Now, I had the other video, which is shh, people say on YouTube, and I think I tried to follow it up here with shh, people don't say on YouTube.
Everybody quick, there's a new Reply Girls video out. Come and see, it's amazing. Oh my god, yes! They've got rolling ads on mobile devices now. Just what I always wanted. These really small homepage thumbnails really help me find the content that I subscribe to.
I was still bitter about the thumbnails here, as you can see.
That I'm looking for. Thanks, YouTube. Having contacts instead of friends? What a magical idea.
Now, all the way back then, you could actually add people as contacts, as friends on YouTube. And you could also send messages to people, which is something crazy now because you can't do that and you haven't been able to do it for a long time. But you could direct message people on YouTube, which sometimes you think, oh, it'd be good if they could still do that now. And then other times you think, oh, sometimes on YouTube, it's good that people can't message you. Because since I came back to YouTube this time, especially when I had that video get 30,000 views, the amount of emails and stuff I've had from people who are saying, I'll be your thumbnail designer, I'll help you get more views, optimize SEO and all these kinds of things. Just lots of scams.
The new Google +1 button looks amazing. So small, so cute, so tiny.
Oh yeah, so similar to how I guess YouTube Hype's coming out, it's a new feature. Not only can you like a video, you'll be able to hype a video. Back at this time, Google Plus was starting, and not only could you like a video, you could also +1 a video. So people didn't like that. I was one of the few people who actually grew to like Google Plus.
I love how YouTube in 2012 has really listened to what the community's asked for. Thank you, YouTube. It is me, I'm Rusty. Forgive me, I was leaving you. The time's come to say goodbye. Please don't forget to subscribe.
I also had an end song, I forgot about that. Doesn't everyone have an end song? That's when end screens were a thing. This one, I think, was inspired by Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan.
The mind of YouTube is trouble. Every night, Roster, we have bad dreams. No. He is returning, and they are returning, and it is returning.
I was told he would knock 4 times.
Through the fire and the dark and the blood.
It can't be.
My name is the Master.
It is me, I'm Roster Who. You're here for me, and I'm here for you. The Master of Challenges, of course.
The Master of Challenges. I was thinking, what was I doing there? I used to have a series, suggest something to do for Roster Who, where I would do challenges. And honestly, some of these challenges were the weirdest things. This is when challenges used to be a thing on YouTube. And I did the condom challenge at one point, which was shoving a condom up my nose. Just a really silly thing to do, and I was like, I should never have done that. And there are also things like cinnamon challenge, which is very dangerous when you think about it. But at the time, everyone was doing it, and I did it, and the videos did quite well, which, let's be honest, is the most important thing. Just kidding. Here's another little short film I did. I bet it was terrible.
Why did you choose to die?
I never, please, just let me go.
I'm afraid you can't leave now. You broke the rules.
What fucking rules? You're insane.
How
I told
edgy.
you may leave.
Do you know when you're a student or when you're younger, you think, oh, I'm so edgy because I swear. When you get older, you're like, why did he do that? It's just cringe. I seen a short film. This actually reminds me because I seen a short film from a creator the other day who is a student. And it was a lot of swearing, a lot of edgy commentary. And I was like, oh, that's what I used to do. And then when you get older, you're like, what? Why was I doing that? Very weird what I was doing back then. This one was quite good. It was my X Factor audition. This is when X Factor used to be quite big. And this video is a video I'm actually proud of, I think. I haven't watched it for a very long time. But I remember at the time, I was like, do you know what? That was quite good. So let's just watch it right about now.
Places left in Manchester. Would the final
Still got them
contestant
chairs.
have what it takes to impress the judges?
Hello and welcome to the
This is me as presenting
very
X Factor,
final
by the way.
stages of the X Factor. Here we are, we've got 1 space left. The judges are tired out. Who's it going to be? Will it be a winner? We don't know. Let's meet our final contestant now. Coming in, take a seat. Hi, I'm Ross, I'm 20 and I'm from a small town in the northwest of the UK. Well, that's a good question. I've always loved singing. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? My cat's always loved me singing. She's called Lucky. I found her about 2 years ago. She came to my house. She'd actually been hit by a car accident, which was a tragic event.
The following is CCTV footage of Lucky's accident. Some viewers may find these scenes traumatic and mildly upsetting.
But
I looked after and she looked after.
My editing hasn't improved very
doing
much,
this
let's
for
be
each other.
honest. Unfortunately, I can't watch this because it has got copyrighted music in it, but just be aware it was really good. The next one is a TV show that I absolutely love, Ancient Aliens. I still like it now. I've seen every episode of it and I enjoy Ancient Aliens. I am proud to say that. I love it. When you look through modern science, you don't see any kind of evidence for extraterrestrial beings. And this was me doing a parody, so let's just watch some of it now. When you look through modern history and scientific research, you don't see any kind of evidence for extraterrestrial beings. And yet, we have the Tooth Fairy, some kind of being that comes down while you're sleeping, might I add.
Right the way through human civilization, there is evidence everywhere. The Tooth Fairy comes down, rips your teeth out of your mouth, leaves you money. What kind
Wait
of a
for it.
creature
Wait
does this?
for it.
An extraterrestrial.
The Tooth Fairy, some kind of ancient astronaut? Am I saying the Tooth Fairy is an extraterrestrial? No. Am I saying the Tooth Fairy isn't an extraterrestrial? No, I'm not. Is such a thing even possible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. What about East?
Anyway, yeah, I put a lot of effort into that, and like I say, and that video did quite well, which was unusual. People seemed to like it. 22,000 views, and yeah, I was proud of that one. I did a few of these sketches, some of them did well, but obviously I was doing a lot of random content. I was pumping out a lot of content. Maybe if I'd just done the parodies and had a separate channel for my random stuff, things would have been different, but you don't really know, do you? So I also a few times did these video everydays, and they never did well. Really, all that ever happened is they kind of got me into making content. Don't do videos every day because it never usually turns out very well. And also some of these titles, I can't show you them all, but there's lots of X-rated words in the titles because back then, those kinds of things did quite well. Right, here's another random one. Obviously, I'm skipping a lot of videos here. There's videos from when the Olympic torch came to town, but they're not really of any interest. But this one, I Know a Little Man, is only 37 seconds long, and let's see how terrible it is.
I know a little man, he got a little nose, he got two little eyes, he got two little toes, he got two little arms, he got two little legs, and everybody knows he got a little nose. I know a little man, he got a little nose.
I don't know why I'm good, but that's what I used to do. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing something as wild as that now. I don't know where that came from and why I thought it'd be a good idea to upload it to youtube.com, but I did it, and that is the end of it. So here I am, I've gone off to college and I am in my room. Now, one thing that happened when I went to college, and I'm sure anyone who has a YouTube channel that goes away to university or college think, oh, I'm going to have loads of free time, I'll make videos, but it's very awkward to film when people are around. And as always, when you're at halls and stuff at college or university, it's very, very, you can hear everything, like literally everything. So I did stop making as much content as I'd like, but I still did carry on. One good thing about making these videos is I always have you forget things. I was like, oh yeah, there's the view that I used to have out my window. It is good to look back, and I'll always have these memories. This video, my YouTube 2012, is one that I put a lot of effort into. It's kind of a compilation. It had copyright music on it, so I can't actually play it, but I did put a lot of effort into it, and it was something where I was like, oh yeah, this was a really good video. Unfortunately, like I say, you can't hear the music, but if you know the song Ponds by Biggie Hilmers, that was the tune. It was a good video. I mean, nobody else probably thought it was a good video, but that was one where I was like, oh, I'm kind of proud of that video. I even tried a gaming video, a Slenderman gaming video. I mean, what was I thinking? I'm back again. I've been filming this video for so long, I had to go to the loo yet again. But let's continue, as they say in the world of reviewing your own YouTube channel. So, this is when I became a fully fledged YouTuber. You're not actually a YouTuber. Nobody is a YouTuber until they dye their hair. And I think this was the first time I dyed my hair. I then went on to dye my hair pink. This video got 40,000 views, which is pretty crazy. I just went through the process of bleaching my hair, dyeing my hair. Maybe I'll get back into that because, let's be honest, we could do with some of them views right about now. I followed this up with how to bleach your hair for men. So, I think I've said this today already, but I am a big fan of Doctor Who, and I was like, I'd quite like to make a Doctor Who video. And obviously, it causes a lot of problems with copyright and stuff. It is something in the future I'd like to experiment running another channel about Doctor Who, because I do like Doctor Who.
Was bothering me, and then it's like videos was because
I can't watch this one. Basically, I talk about a breakup from a previous relationship. I start crying, and it's like, why did I do this? Why did I feel like I needed to put that on YouTube? I've no idea, but things were very different back then. I was definitely starting to look more YouTuber-like here. I was definitely taking it seriously. I was like, cute tight top, do my hair. I was like, oh yeah, look at me now.
let it go again, let it go.
So this video was called Let It Go Again. This was before Frozen 2 came out, and it was me just doing a parody. I was like, let it go again, let it go again. Yeah, very funny. Not loser. Just kidding. Now here's one for you. As I said, I used to do impressions. Here's 43 impressions in 3 minutes. We won't watch it all, but let's see what I come up with.
In a world where Rusty
Seen it before.
I'm looking for the Doctor.
John Hurt.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, yes.
Lay down the law if you think you can. I don't want to go. Well, come on, Poodle. Shit, this is awful. Come on, Poodle, let's go. Like Zoink Scoob.
Hello, Nemo.
Well, hi.
Wally.
Oh, this is terrible. This is no good. Absolute shite. Here's another one where I dyed my hair in this video, and of course it got a lot of views. I really should start a hair channel or something. So here I was, I went to London, and I was going to somewhere in the city, and I think I thought it was going to be very different to how it was. I remember going, and this video was basically me. I just got there and I was like, oh, I'm kind of on my own. I never really thought it through. I actually went on my own as well.
Right, you ready for this? Seeing him today from a distance.
What was interesting here was I did make some friends there, and I can't imagine ever doing this now, like vlogging in public. I don't think I would have the confidence, but back then I was like, who cares? I think the one thing that surprised me the most when I went to somewhere in the city was you kind of realise there's a lot of weird people who do YouTube. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. I include myself in that. A lot of people who are used to being on their own, or maybe they weren't very popular at school, don't have good social skills. Obviously, you go to these places, you make new friends, but it is interesting if you stand back as an observer and be like, oh yeah, that's interesting. This is how crazy things were back then. I bumped into this woman on the bench and I was like, do you mind if I interview you for a YouTube video? I don't know why I did it. I just don't know why I did this. It's like, there's a woman on the bench there. Before I leave London, I wonder if I could interview her.
I've met this lovely lady from Canada. What's your name?
Beverly,
Beverly.
from outside Toronto, Canada.
You've just got here to London. What are you going to do?
I don't know why. It's so crazy to think that I had the confidence to do that back then. Absolutely wild. So this is when Google Plus started taking off. Now here, my hair is lilac. And also, I'm pretty sure I have a little bit of foundation on because I was starting to get self-conscious about my appearance. I was like, oh, I hate the bags under my eyes. Now I couldn't care less. But back then I was like, oh, put a bit of makeup on. No one will ever be able to tell. But now when I look at it, I'm like, jeepers creepers. I look awful. So this video was trying to get people to follow me on Google Plus. Can I just say, I thought I looked good here. I look like a cross between Jedward and I don't know, like a criminal. I look like a convict has just escaped. I mean, even the t-shirt is awful. My hair, I think I cut it myself. It probably looked good before I cut it. Don't know what I was doing. But in this video, I got a new microphone, the Blue Yeti microphone. I don't know where it is in this video. Talk about keeping people watching to the end. If you want my advice on getting a microphone on YouTube, it's the only thing I would say at the start. Just spend a little bit of money to get a decent microphone, because I've had about 10 different microphones over the years. This microphone I have now is very good. I like it. I'm still learning how to use it a bit, so I hope it sounds okay. Just get something that'll last you. You don't have to get something this expensive, forget something that last year, I think I had, and this should have been a red flag, over the years, maybe 4 of the Rode VideoMic Pro microphones. Now, they were a good microphone, but over the years, because I was on YouTube so long, I've had to have multiple ones. Now, this is when I moved to London. I was still wearing makeup here, not out in the real world, just on YouTube. And I like I say, I thought, no one can tell. I think I was going, like, I don't know what was going on in my life, really. I was like, ooh, I'm not looking too good there. It's very hard to watch because I was like, I think I was very unhappy, or I'm not really sure, but yeah, like, see me here. I just do not recognise that person. I can't imagine what it must have been like seeing me around. I mean, I don't think I looked like that in person, but Roster Who returns. What I used to do is, when I was coming back, I'd do it like an iPhone update where it's like, this is me returning, version 4.0.
Thank you. Bye.
This was kind of cool, to be fair. What I used to do was interview myself. So I used to every year ask myself questions, and then...
Ross, you'll be coming up to your last year in university.
So this was my last year at university.
And how was your second year? Second year was really good. It was very stressful, but I achieved a lot of things that I never thought I would achieve. I achieved.
Look at them emoji pillows. That was so fashionable. Here's another popular video. It got 13,000 views. It was just basically me shaving off my hair. Spoilers, this is what my hair looked like afterwards. Another video where I dyed my hair platinum blonde, which ended up getting 6,000 views. Hair looks terrible there. So this video is from 2015. It was called Be Yourself, and quite like to watch it now because I think it's important to be yourself. I think this was a video where I was like, be yourself, even though I wasn't being myself. I thought, be yourself, but I'm not being myself behind the scenes. Do you know what I mean? Be yourself. It might have copyrighted music in it, so let's see.
Be yourself. Probably 2 of the most important words you'll ever hear. Be yourself.
Be
you
yourself.
have to just be you. Sometimes people won't like it, and sometimes people will try to change you. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but just because they are doesn't necessarily always mean that their opinion is right. It won't be easy, and it might be one of the hardest things you ever have to do in your whole life, but who wants to take the easy option, right? Society wants everyone to fit into a box. Here on YouTube, it's an algorithm. Do this, do that, don't do this. I say fuck society, fuck YouTube. Okay, maybe not fuck society or YouTube. Through your life, you'll meet people who try to supply you with advice. It's not always easy to know whose advice to take. Some people's I should have taken a lot sooner, and other people's, well, I guess I should have binned it. But life's about learning, and as long as you do learn, if you make a mistake, then you'll do fine. There's a big hill in the distance. I don't know if you can see it. Should I climb it? Well, if I want to, I will. It might not be easy, but I've had to take a small diversion
Take
due to
top
power.
off the
You know what I
views.
was thinking? Sometimes that's what life's all about. It might take you longer to get up there, but as long as you pursue it and you try hard, if you get to the top, you don't know the view could be spectacular. This is what being human is all about. It's about reaching the top of the hill. You know what? There's an even bigger hill right round the corner. Do I climb that and keep going, or do I just stop where I am and stay settled? It's great being at the top, but it can only take you a fraction of a second to fall back down. So no matter what, and don't forget, be yourself. And I nearly forgot. You only get one life, and it's important you live it. Don't just exist, live your life. You never know what's around the next corner. I do. It's a cup of tea waiting for me.
That was really good until I ruined it at the end, but kind of getting emotional watching that because I do think it's important to be yourself. I think I was realising at this point on my YouTube journey, I was like, am I actually being myself? I don't know if I am, and I did try to change a little bit. I will say as well, one thing I really learned when I eventually left this channel was I thought if I ever come back to YouTube, it's going to be about a topic rather than being about myself, because what happens is there's a few videos in here where I'm crying or there's life updates and stuff, and really it just adds a lot of pressure onto your life. It's like, oh, how much information do you give away? Obviously you want your subscribers to get to know you, but it's not good to have your whole life online. That was a conscious decision I made leaving that channel. I was like, I'm never doing that again, because how I ended the channel was I came out as bisexual, so a lot of the content on that channel was kind of LGBT related content, which I'm not watching today, but when I was younger, I used to think I was gay. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, I'm bisexual. So it's like, oh, actually, and this was 8 years ago or something, 2016, whenever that was, 8 years ago, My last video was like coming out as bisexual. There's a whole thing on there. And then afterwards, I was like, I don't feel like I can, I just didn't feel like I could come back to that channel. Now, really, I could have went back and been like, continue the theme of the channel. But I just felt like that part of my life was over at this point. I was also going off to work in television. It was the last year of uni. Then starting working in television. I just didn't feel like I could go back to it. I didn't feel like the same person. I found it hard to watch my old videos. And that's why what I should have done at this point was just start a new channel and move on to something else. But I felt like, and I still feel like, and this is the first time I've watched all these videos for years. I've not watched these videos probably since I last posted them. And I know that to be true. I find it very difficult. I look back, I'm like, I am not the same person I was back then. I'm a very different person now to I was back then. I don't think that was necessarily the real version of me. I was a very hyperactive version of me, more of a television presenter rather than the real me. Obviously, part of it is me. I was still, trying to be the person I wish I was, but, faking it. Whereas now I think I'm a lot more me. Like, this is me. If people don't like me because I'm boring, because I'm straight-faced, because I am what I am, then that is fine. I'd rather have less subscribers and less viewers if I'm being my authentic self, because that's all that matters in life, is just be you, because there's only one version of you. So that was the end of that YouTube journey. So I then went on to make another channel, and this channel was not using my name. I was like, I want to do something about media related, because that's the experience I had working in television and that kind of stuff. So my very first video was can you start a YouTube channel just using your iPad? Anyone who's ever wanted to start making a YouTube channel knows very low quality entry. Apart from actually just being able to sit down and do it and say, right, this is what... And it was just waffling on like I usually do, but it was how to start a YouTube channel using your iPad, and I went through and explained it. I also showed my video editing on the iPad because I didn't have a computer at this point, and that was where I started. Now, that video did poorly. It got 89 views, and I remember at the time, got a lot less than that. I then decided, let's do a video about emojis, and let's do some other random stuff like how to connect your Xbox One controller to iPad. And then I did one about 2 Point Hospital, a video game I used to play. And then I did one about iPhone and Poundland Hall and various other crap. And then I was like, Ross, what are you doing? You've just come completely off track. You're supposed to be doing about filmmaking. That's what you know about. So I then went on to make this video, which was about lighting. Hello you, it's me, Ross. Are you well? You are. That's really good news. So I put a lot of effort into it, and it got 53,000 views. But at the time of making this video, it got 0 views. It was only however long later that it got views, and I didn't know that because I'd already stopped uploading to the channel. But it was just a lighting review, and I was like, I really should remake something like this one day. And then I talked about having a break off YouTube, and then I did one about the Rode Video Mic Pro, and it got 5,000 views. And I did one about a camera, it got 3,000 views. But as I say, I left the channel. I lost all of these views because I quit. I didn't even quit. I was just like, it's time to get a job and stop chasing your dreams. But I started the channel here in July 2019. And then a year later, literally nearly a year later, that's when it started getting views. And as you can see over time, they all added up. And I missed all that because I'd give up. So my advice to you is never give up. I've had multiple channels now, and my thing this time is like, I really need to just keep going. The most important thing you can do is just continue. And really it's about doing the thing that you enjoy, being your authentic self. Everything else will just come in time. So that was my entire YouTube journey. I feel like, in a way, I've kind of avoided doing this for a long time. It's like something where, I've needed a break. I've avoided looking. Like, say, I felt like that person is dead. The old version of me. The old YouTube videos I used to make, because I don't recognise that person. So it's kind of therapeutic to look back and be like, oh, actually, do you know what? Things weren't as bad. And kind of getting over the trauma of thinking in the back of my head, it's like, oh, I never want to look back. Now, I always remember the 11th Doctor regenerating in Doctor Who, and he says something along the lines of, we all change all through our lives, and that's okay. just as long as you remember the people that used to be, or something along those lines. And it always stuck with me because it was kind of at the time where, you know, I was thinking, my life's changing. I felt like a fraud. I'd gone through my life. I came out when I was younger as gay. And then as I got older, I was like, actually, I'm bisexual. And then as I've got even older, it's like now I'm in a relationship with a girl. I don't want to get too personal into it because I said, I'm not going to do that. But these are the things that kind of stopped me from coming back to YouTube for so long, but also looking back, I find it hard. But anyway, I hope that was interesting. Very long video. It's probably about 3 hours of recorded, so I'll have to cut a lot of it out. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, drop me a like, and I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Goodbye.